Ollie, according to the latest poll, Victoria is the only state in favour of a voice. I tip it won't pass in Victoria either, but the PM is certainly running out of time to get the yes vote up. He's got the support of the corporates. We saw Qantas step up their support. Can he do it? Can he turn this ship around?
No, I think the ship sailed. I think the ship has certainly sailed. And I think that answer before by saying he hadn't read the detail, that's a very high school answer, isn't it? When you want to just read the executive summary or you don't want to read the whole text, so you go and get the Cliff Notes version so you don't have to study things properly. It was a really interesting decision that the Prime Minister would not read the level of detail. And I think where we are in Western Australia at the moment, the Aboriginal cultural heritage laws, which Premier Roger Cook backed down on last week, Rita, that was really the death knell, I think, for the voice across the country and just not setting a date. So while the PM's been speaking about a public holiday for the last few weeks, if the Matildas won the World Cup, and he should never have done that either, he wasn't focusing on that. The distraction technique of the Prime Minister to talk about a public holiday for the World Cup, not give further detail on the voice, I think he's actually scored an own goal there. And while Victorians might still be ahead in the polls, it's only going one way. And while they drag this out without a date in particular, it's just lingering there, Rita. I think it's probably to the detriment of the whole referendum. It just needs to be called. We need to run it. It needs to happen. And then what happens? Because it's not going to pass.
Rita, what I don't understand is the stupidity of admitting you hadn't read it. Like, that was the biggest clanger of all.
But this is the arrogance, because I think he announced this. The very first thing he announced on election night during his victory speech was this, implementing it in full. Initially, the support was overwhelming because the Liberal Party were sitting on their hands. So it was 80% in favour of it. Even a year ago, it was 2 in 3 people were going to vote yes. And I think they got complacent. And I think it's important for the no side not to get complacent now, because those corporates, all those sporting bodies, the AFL, NRL, they're going to ramp up the yes campaign right before the vote. So you cannot be complacent and presume that the no is going to succeed here.